Okay, good evening. In today's session, we will see how to prepare for your certificate, or let us see, let's write our agenda today. So even though it's not a lab, if you have agenda, we can stick to the agenda. So first thing is how to prepare for certificate. Second, what certificate you need to take. Third, how to apply for AWS any role. It might be architect or developer or sysos. AWS roles for jobs. Okay. Fourth one is your day-to-day AWS roles or responsibilities or activities, I can say. So let's discuss these three, and we'll wind up our closing training sessions. So if you see here, so we have undergone around 30 days of training, right? So now you might not feel that confident that even though you perform all the labs, complete all the 30 labs what we have done, so there would be some fear in you. So suppose if you are coming from the first time who has learned to AWS, whether we can fulfill the role of AWS or not. So for that, nothing is rocket science. Whatever we have done is in a professional way. So if you have really practiced all those labs, it's a cakewalk for you to do your day-to-day job. Okay, so now let us see. So what I'll do, I'll open a Naukri and I'll show you what exactly users are asking. I mean the recruiters are asking, and what would be your day-to-day jobs. Okay, so if you see here, let me close this one. So let's type AWS Amazon Web Services like EC2 and cloud computing. Okay, so these are few such terms, right? If you search with this one, what exactly the recruiters or the companies are looking for in an AWS cloud engineer. So if you see this is a cloud developer, if you are from dev background, you can let's see one by one. So this cloud solution architect. Okay, so cloud administrator urgent. So if you see here, just copy the job description, or let us discuss here itself. So if you see in the 30-day session, I wouldn't tell that I have covered 100% of AWS. So no training will cover 100% of AWS for you. So what we can do is, whatever the job you're trying to apply, first read the job description, match it whether those roles and responsibilities have we practiced in our lab or not. If you have not practiced the topic, you can clear in 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, that's I mean you can learn in 5 to 10 minutes or spend for 1 hour and check what is that lab, and you can prepare for the exam. So if you see, these are the technical skills which are required for this role. Strong understanding across cloud and infrastructure components means we know what is server, what is storage, what is network, data, and serverless application. Can you tell what is the application that we have built without server? We have done one lab for the serverless application. Which AWS services have we used for this one?
WordPress we deployed, Hari.
WordPress we have used EC2, right, Ravi? So WordPress we require EC2. We launched EC2. EC2 is, we'll consider EC2 as a server, right? It
There
is
was
again.
one, I think, starting web application which we did on S3, right?
Okay, S3. So for example, this is static website, but for example, if you
Yeah.
want to develop APIs and expose APIs, then we have done some other lab for that. So we have seen DynamoDB plus API gateway plus Lambda, right?
Right. Correct.
So,
Yes,
Correct.
yes,
so
yes.
here we have not used any EC2 server. There is no server at all. So we created APIs, we created Lambda functions, and we have used database as DynamoDB. So this is serverless application. So these are this is, see, you already know what is this one, but just the terminology. So if you are clear with the high level terminology as well as the services what we have prepared so far, it is a cakewalk for you to clear a certificate or to clear your interview. So all these things is all these jargon words you need to get in mind. So whenever you tell serverless application, okay, you should make sure that yes, they are building something with so for in respect to AWS terms. Okay, you should directly map with API gateway or Lambda functions like that. So that's how easy for you once you prepare all these things. Okay, now we need to apply for this job role, right? So read one by one technical skills here. Strong understanding across cloud and infrastructure components. So this first point we already seen. So AWS servers like S3, EC2, RDS, ECS. ECS is yesterday's class what we have seen, elastic container systems. SQS is queue system. Similar to SNS SQS, we have missed this topic. You can go through this pretty much self-explanatory. And DynamoDB, load runner, and Redshift. Almost 99% of the topics we have covered, right? So from here, so you are more you see, all you need to know is you know each and everything. You have done the practice, you have done the labs, whatever we have done so far is it's a real time in a, like in an organization how exactly they do in the similar way we have done here. So it's a cakewalk for you to work in your day to day job. And you can already, if you are joining for AWS account or project which is already there, whenever you open the system, so just try checking what type of VPCs are there, what type of subnets are there, how the configurations are there. Don't modify anything, just try a couple of days, you will be familiar and you can correlate each and every concept with our lab. And cloud formation or Terraform knowledge. So Terraform I have not covered because it's a complete. We need around 3 to 4 hours to in detail to learn advanced Terraform. So I covered cloud formation. We have seen how to write JSON file and upload this code as infrastructure automation, right? IaaC. So we know this one as well. And network architecture. So first around 8 classes in our sessions, we have completely concentrated on network architecture, which is VPCs, connecting other things. Then VPN connectivity. So this you no need to worry. So it's a just job description. This already your network teaming, network architects or network engineers will do this job. And Route 53, we have seen the lab, how to configure Route 53 and map your endpoints. And VPC, good understanding. I guess if you have practiced initial labs, you will be very confident in this. And IAM roles, we know. AWS Lambda, we have seen. Event triggers is CloudWatch. API gateway, I have seen. And API security, which we can configure in API gateway itself. What type of authentication you need to do? Is it a OAuth or JWT or any other basic authentication methods that we can see in API gateway only. So if you see here, almost see for any job role, right? 100% no one can match. If you want to match like this, you want to get trained in all the tools and technologies. So at least make sure that 50% of the things is matching for your current skills. Then directly apply for this one. Remaining things you can just have a look at before you attend the interview. Then communication and interpersonal skills, which we already have. That's why we are doing good jobs. And design of cloud environments with the focus of AWS and demonstrate. So we know how the cloud is working and how cloud environments are there. And the technical cloud architectural knowledge playing a vital role in the design of product staging and QA and development environment. So it's a just jargon words. We can easily do these things. So whatever you do in QA, the same thing will be there in UAT and production as well. So it's nothing difference in that. And cloud infrastructure running 24/7 environments. So and present a technical vision like this. So if you see here, this is a role description which is requested by you can see the company name. Uh, maybe don't worry about which organization. So like that, you take a job description and you match your technical skills with your with the training concepts what we have covered. So if you see for this is for cloud administrator. So these for sysops roles. Your qualification, experience, and hands-on AWS cloud, site reliability engineering. So you should be responsible to maintaining existing AWS accounts. You'll be working on AWS optimized validations, various services of AWS, and backup strategy, auto scaling, logs, hunts, etc. And this is the jobs. So like this, you search for at least for 5 to 10 companies, copy paste all those job roles and responsibilities in a WordPad. So and create your resume. This is how you, if you create your resume, and there are high chances of visibility for your profile than any other ones. So make sure your project, either you don't work on AWS also. If you want to migrate to AWS, keep your recent project on AWS, and what are your roles and responsibilities is, copy this one. So just change these ones. If you want, I can share the reference resume of how AWS look like. Okay. So any queries here? Do you want me to take through other jobs, roles, and responsibilities?
Understood, Hari.
So if you see here for Accenture, for application lead, who is on AWS Web Services Architecture, so working knowledge of AWS should have EC2, S3 experience with Elasticsearch, and should have CI/CD pipeline, Jenkins, and other CI/CD tools. Experiencing TeamCity, Octopus, GoCD. So these are the dev tool stack from here. The initial one is AWS. I guess from till here everyone is fine. And if it's better to learn DevOps also if you want to completely change your role. Otherwise, if you're an already dev role, it's good to have this plus the additional development skills. Okay, now let's see how to prepare for certificate, right? So as I said, there are different type of different type of certificates. So you can go for associate, architect, or let me take like this. So AWS provides around 14 types of certificates. So, but let's see only few things which we have covered. So, architect and developer and sysops. So, who should take what certificate, right? So, for example, architect means, see, if you want to become architect, if you write this exam, I'm AWS architect and clear the exam as well, you will not become architect. So architect is the exam who should take, who are already deciding how the solution should work, how your server should be designed, already who has around 1 years of experience, they will do this certificate. So around 1 year of experience is required. And see, for every certificate, what they tell is, so before all the certificates, we have cloud practitioner certificate. So this is this cost you around $100. So this will they will ask you, they'll test your knowledge on what exactly you know. Do you know AWS services? What AWS services will be doing? And there is I will show you what how you can search is AWS systems blueprint. So if you go to certificate, so these are the different types of certificate: professional, associate, foundational. Foundational is nothing but your cloud practitioner exam. So you can check cloud practitioner exam here. So for any certificate you take, right, you will have a blueprint. So first you need to look at your blueprint and you need to verify how the blueprint is. And as per that blueprint, you need to start your preparation. Okay, so and also we have some your digital courses as well. So so you can check your digital courses here. I'm just checking where is the blueprint. So here you can verify. So if you see 2 hours courses are there. So if you go to these courses, and reading courses also will be there. I guess so foundational level. Okay, so the cloud practitioner. So if you go to learning path, okay. So if you let's check for associate certificates. Okay, this is the exam guide. For cloud practitioner, they have not provided exam guide. See, all this documentation, UI links, everything they have changed recently. So if you see cloud practitioner exam, so these are the course objectives. Okay, this is for preparation of exams. Okay, exam guide. Yeah, so this is your exam guide. They call it as blueprint. So say for example, you're preparing for sysops administrator course, right? So what is that recommended AWS knowledge of 1 year is required, and experiencing managing and operating AWS services. Then these are the other requirements. And if you see here, this is how your certificate uh, domains and score division will happen. Under monitoring and reporting, you will get around 22% of exam questions. HA, you will get 8%, deployment and provisioning 14%, storage, data and data management. So that's why I was taking much time to explain S3, all the features in S3 and different storages we discussed, right? Glacier and other things. So that's the reason I spent much time on storage and RDS. Because a lot of interview questions will come, even though it was boring topics, theory in boring topics, we have done this one. And security compliance, we covered firewalls, guard duties, network ACLs, inbound, outbound rules, other things. So you should be confident in this one. And networking, we have seen perfect networking concepts, including HA systems. And automation optimization, it's like a cloud front, you will get it here, and other ECS and other like RDS and other questions will be coming here. So this is what in each and every section they will be asking in detail. So just download this blueprint. Okay, so say for example this for sysops, if you are preparing for architect certificate, so you can download for architect. So go just change the link with the architect one, search for that, and you can download this blueprint one. Okay, so how exactly the scoring will happen is, so the scoring will happen for 1,000 marks. Okay, they'll give the score for 1,000, exam will be for 1,000. And the score, whatever the scorecard you get, initially 100 to 1,000. If you just attend the exam, you'll get 100 marks by default. And they'll give the score range up to 1,000. So what is the pass percentage is around 723, I guess 725 is your pass percentage. So if you get 725 marks, then only you will get your certificate. So for all the exams it's same. And for exam, $150 is the fee for these exams. then where you can book the exam, right? So if you can come here under certification, AWS training certification, go to this link, sign in here. This is a different login. Whatever you are using for console login will not work here. So you need to sign in again here. So then from here you can book your certification. And I read this one as well, 5 pillars of AWS. So if you go here, read full white paper. Okay. So operational excellence, security, reliability, performance efficiency, cost optimization. These are the 5 pillars of AWS. So if you download this one, so yeah, so just try to cover complete this one, these 5 pillars. So read this white paper, and also along with this one, I will provide you one more EC2 document. Okay, this document I'll keep in Drive. So around this is around 800 to 1000 pages. So just go through each and every topic in this one. So if you see the index here, so we have covered complete EC2 here. So just take some time to go through this EC2 document. Just skim the text. You don't need to by heart or do something. So for example, you're requiring reading about spot request, right? So skim the text and you can go here and you at least check these diagrams clearly. Okay. This will help you, and you can download the practice questions as well. Uh, so these are the sample questions. So initially 10 questions will be there. So try to solve these 10 questions. What happened? Yeah. So below answers will be there. So if you made any mistake, right? So come and just check the answer, and they'll give explanation also why it is missed out and what is this one. Along with this one, what I will do is I have few questions which I have collected from my friends. So I'll share you these questions around, there are around 150 questions, practice questions. So go to open this Word documents. So read each and every question. So we don't have that much time. It takes too much time to cover all these questions. So take a self-reading one. So I have not kept answers for the 1 to 20. For 20, around, say for example, for others, whichever the document is with A, I have highlighted the answers. Okay, like this I have highlighted the answer. So when you are trying to read this, right, so just make bold and unbold so that everything will be normal. Make a copy of this one and do unbold. Practice the complete questions, then you can verify with the original sheet what you are downloading. Okay, so first is try to read at least for 1 week or 2 weeks, then book for cloud practitioner exam. Give cloud practitioner exam. If you clear that, then again read for 10 days. Then you can give for the certificate exam, whatever you wish for. So questions?
So as of now, Harish, are they allowing to actually give the exam from home or what?
Yeah. You can book the exam. Then you need to show your surroundings with them before you start the exam with the camera. Once the exam is started, that 1 hour you cannot move anywhere. So you need to sit. You need to complete that exam there. So they don't allow, even one of my friend has booked the exam. He wanted to close the window because of sounds what he is getting. So they didn't allow to close to move from his desk. They said you complete the exam, that's fine if the sound is there. He scored 993 out of 1000.
Wow.
He was for our student for Telugu batch.
Does he have any questions from the exam? Does he remember any question?
Alesh, just remember one thing. So exam would be around 60 questions or 100, whatever we get right. No
I
one
know.
can
I just
remember those questions. It's our job to do to write the exam. See, who are from India, right? don't allow someone to write your exam. So exam cost is around $100, which is 7,000. Along with this, along with the 7,000, if you go around 5,000 extra, they'll write the exam for you. But because of that, you will not gain anything.
Is it?
Mm, yes. So don't buy the certificate or don't allow someone to write the certificate.
No.
Salesh, it
I was
is
saying for the
happening.
sample because I know they have a lot of set of questions because it gives them the real time exam kind of questions and Google.
So it is happening in India. That's the reason I have told this one. And there are some people who can buy dumps from online. Don't follow the dumps also, because AWS will update their exam every time. Every time when they give the exam, right, they try to update their questions. So I have seen many people heard that only out of 10 people, only I heard around 3 people who have cleared for exam from dumps. Remaining 7 people, they have not cleared. So it's, since you already learn everything, it's better to give on your own. Just take around 5 to 10 days of time, practice, and you give the exam. Uh, yeah, any questions?
It's an hour exam, Harish, or 2 hours exam?
Yeah, or Namta.
Okay. So it's around 100 questions.
Yeah, yeah. I guess 60 questions, architect associate, but they will mark for 100 marks.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, most of the questions are they multiple choice or they are
Yeah,
single?
so they might be, most of the questions will be around multiple choice questions. You need to select any one. Sometimes checkboxes also will come. You need to select two. That then they'll clearly write, select two answers like this. They will write in the question itself.
So in the case where they have the multiple answers and if, let's say there are three answers which are correct, but if someone make two correct answers, so will it still get some if it still get some mark or zero mark?
Not sure.
It is zero or one or what it is?
See, so 1,000 marks is your exam, right? So based on the question paper, what you get for every question mark, they will every question there will be a weightage of the marks. So for example, one question will have 10 marks, one question will have 15 marks. So for example, if you have done two wrong and one correct, this my understanding. So but they have not clearly mentioned somewhere. So if you give one correct, then you will get mark only for this one.
If that is the case, that will be good as well.
Yeah. So take time, no panic. So because we have done, the lab sincerely, so it's very easy to do. If you see, we have just seen, right, what are the roles and responsibilities they are asking for. So you can directly, confidently apply for any AWS role. Don't worry about how to go and survive in that role. So we have sincerely known we are more than an AWS guy who is working in a real time. Okay.
And I believe there's no negative marking, right, Harish?
No negative marking.
So your recommendation would be to give the practitioner first, and
Yeah.
then you can move on to the next one. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you open any role which is related to AWS, right? So most of the things, around 80 to 90% of the things we have already covered in our lab. Like here, if you see EC2, EBS, ELB, S3, VPC, NACLs, routes, SSLs, security groups, RDS, IAM, etc. So each and every topic, we have not even missed a single topic in this one.
It looks like we should be shifting back to India, Harish.
Yeah, even in AU it is very simple, Namita, but it will be easy to showcase in Naukri. That's why I showcased here.
No, I'm saying that when you know looking at these kind of opportunity, right?
Yeah. Okay. If no more questions, let's wind up our sessions. So first give the practitioner. If you're not able to clear through, reach out to me. There are shortcut ways to do. But if you directly ask before that, I will not going to help in the shortcut ways. And don't ask me after this one, give the shortcut way. Okay. I'm not going to give this to anyone. So nothing, I have some dumps. I need to give the dumps, but I don't want you to learn the dumps first. Complete topic by topic. Then you can come back to me. So then I'll share you a few dumps. Okay. See, you will have second attempt also sometimes. When you fail, you can do the exam second time for with the same certification cost what you purchased. So don't worry that you are going to fail for the first time. If you are failing for the first time preparing on your own, definitely if you give the exam again with little more preparation, you can clear the exam. That's easy it is. Yeah.
So failing the exam doesn't require additional charge to re-attempt?
Yeah. They'll give one chance of free attempt. And
For
there will
any
be
level?
for associate it is like that, so it keep on changing every time, Namita. So when we are booking the exam, either we can check with the tech support or the AWS support guys, or while booking the exam itself, they'll be showing in the
I think, yeah, they would mention it clearly because it incurs the cost, right? So
yeah. So sometimes there will be discount on architects. I have never seen discount. They will be giving coupons, and for if you're going for professional, it's $300, right? Sometimes 50% of the discount will be there. So but this exam is for 4 hours. This is mostly scenario-based exams. You will be fed up to sitting 4 hours and discussing, writing on all those scenarios. But you will have fun when you are doing this professional exam.
okay. I think we should start with practitioner first and
Yep.
then move on step by step so that our foundation is strong.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Harish.
No worries.
The session